him in a play where he should be throwing it away or using his legs, or just not taking just take the sack. The stunt wins instantaneously off Byron Young off the edge to the inside. Nothing you can do about it. Your lineman blew his block. You just sometimes got to take a sack. And I think that's stuff that you can correct in a quarterback versus quarterbacks that can't process on a football field. That's where I think this is all coming from when you backtrack, at least in this particular game, where all these interceptions were coming from. He's just trying to do too much. And I think as a coach, you can come to him, a good coach can come to a quarterback and say, okay, look, you get to that moment where you're late in the play. You're into that 3-second moment in the play. You got to go throw it away, use your legs. We got to have you eliminate this improvisation, trying to throw it down the field or trying to do too much thing that's kind of existing here in what you're doing.
And lastly, if you could just expand on it, because this defense here, they pitched 2 shutout quarters, a 7-point second half. The first quarter really allowed the Rams to have a cushion to win this football game when it was all said and done. But this defense is just off the charts. And it feels like if Sam Darnold can have a pedestrian game in some of these outings, they're going to wind up winning more often than not. So what do you make of this defense and the confidence you have in them moving forward when it starts getting into these crunch time situations here?
They're every bit as legit as we've kind of talked about and discussed here in their ability to be one of the best in the sport, if not the best in the sport when it's all said and done. We reach the end of the year. They can create pressure. They can stop the run. They can get turnovers and cover it up on the back end. They can confuse quarterbacks. I think they caught Stafford a couple times in this game, unsure about exactly what he was seeing. But they are legit all the way down the board, and they're in relatively good enough health here where they can maintain this down the line, and that should be something this team leans on. At the end of the day, you put your assets and resources on this team into the defense. That's where the money's put. That's where the draft picks are at. They got to kind of carry the day, and the offense needs to realize this with this. This is part of the Sam Darnold education here to say, look, you're a team driven by defense, great special teams. We're going to run the ball. We're going to be balanced. You don't have to do Superman stuff here for us to go out there and win. And I would say even to go win championships, there's a pathway for a quarterback to operate when he's got this much good around him to still get the ultimate success.